Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Music with Todd Ledbetter. Thank you so much. Hey, let me introduce you to somebody, a good friend of mine, Jeff Castanon from Stratelli Studios. He's got his own reaction channel, and we have been doing reactions roughly about the same amount of time. He's been a huge inspiration and kicking my butt after a year of making videos to get into reaction videos, and it's really been so awesome.
You should have given me so much help.
Yeah, I'm super excited to be doing this together. Jeff,
hey.
Welcome to the channel.
Oh,
welcome.
Man. So glad to be doing this with you, man. This is a really cool idea. I don't know who thought about this, but we've been talking about doing this for quite some time now. Yeah. And I think at the time it was brought up, I was like, how do we do this technically? So, luckily we figured it out, and hopefully that this will go smoothly. But yeah, dude, this is a blast. I can't wait to hear what you've chosen for me. This is a surprise that I can't wait to see.
Well, I had a 22-minute song queued up. Thinking, I think I'll just punish him. But Jeff's been on my channel a few times. This is like the fourth time. When we early on in my channel a couple of years ago, we did an interview with him, and Jeff and I go way back, and then we did some album reviews. We did Duran Duran's Rio album. That was super fun. That was great. And then we did Jeff Buckley's Grace album review, and that was awesome. And so those are up on my channel if you want to check those out. But today we're just doing reactions, and we did a reaction that he picked out. And so if you want to check that out, you can go over to his channel. I'll put all the information and his link down in the description. You can click over there and see what kind of antics we got up to over there. It was really awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah, you're going to want to check that out. So I picked out a video that it's a live performance of Opeth. It's a recent concert from 2022. I was introduced to Opeth almost a year ago from one of my viewers, and I have gone down the rabbit hole.
Oh, dude, so glad. I know nothing about these guys. I've not seen a video. I don't know their music. This is totally clean slate for me. And I know that you've been getting into them because I see your videos pop up because I subscribe to your channel, and I know that this is a group that you're passionate for. So I can't wait to get into.
I am so I just could not believe they've been around for 25 plus years, and I heard their name in the past, and I didn't know anything, but I have literally done every studio album they've done. I've got like 100 songs on my channel of Opeth.
Oh my gosh, that many. Oh, I didn't know.
There's only a couple of albums that I haven't done. It's because they're like live albums that incorporate different things. So I'm at the point now where I'm going to start doing the live stuff. And this is a song I've heard before, but it's also a new performance that was just done, I think, in September, perhaps. But I haven't heard it, so we're going to check it out. I'm kind of cute. It's from an entire concert. So I kind of queued it up right at the end of a song. So we'll kind of go right at the ending of a song, and they'll do their thing, and then they're going to hit the song that I want to do.
Okay, perfect.
So let me go ahead and share my screen and get that going. I think we're all set up here.
While you're doing that, I want to show your viewers that I'm wearing your merch here. This is a beautiful shirt, by the way.
Oh yeah, I got yours on.
I love your stuff there.
Yeah. Let's hit that play button.
We got a bass player. Got a 5-string here. All right.
Yeah. So this is Opeth Live 2022. Let's see. We're gonna do the song Sorceress.
Okay.
So we're gonna come out of the Drapery Falls, and we're gonna go into Sorceress. And so it looks like it's about like a 6-minute song, not too bad. So we're gonna get into it here. I've got a weird green box in my screen, but I'll just try not to let it bother me. All right, so what? Go ahead.
Yeah, it looks like I'm really zoomed in. Also, does it look like that on your side? I'm seeing like the horn of the bass, and then I'm seeing like where the guy's hand is at. That's kind of my view of it. Is that what it looks like on your side?
Yeah. It's gonna. It's just where it stopped. It'll.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll go. So let's check out some live Opeth from a recent concert here. And you ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right. So I can't believe you haven't heard, because every time I say a band, you're like pretty familiar with it before I ever was. So.
Yeah. No, you got to jump on me on this one.
Well, let's check it out.
the sound of that guy's kit already. I love this guy's drum sound, man.
That's a rock and roll finish right there.
That's a great finish. Looks like they play PRS. Looks like they're playing PRS guitars, maybe.
Here we go. Look at that crowd.
Oh, I'm digging the groove. There we go. This guy's got a great voice.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
You're sorceress, and your eyes on but you die.
Oh, that's so cool. I love the fact that they have keys in this band, breaking up the guitars like that. It's so nice.
They use them so effectively too in their music.
Really nice. Wow, man. Oh, I think I just found a new band to react to.
Yeah, they're awesome, man. I haven't heard that, so I wasn't sure really what to expect. I've heard that song before, but it's like I've been doing so much.
Yeah,
there's in my what I've done with them is once I got into Opeth, I said, okay, I'm just going to start from song one and go down the albums.
Yeah.
And so I can't listen to the albums until I finish the album,
Yes.
So once I'm done, then I can listen to them and get more familiar with them and stuff like that.
Right.
But you're right. The keyboards in this band are amazing.
Man.
Some of the albums have some absolutely amazing keyboard stuff going on in them.
Dude, you know who they remind me of? Deep Purple, the vocalist and kind of their approach and their crunchiness reminds me a little bit of some Deep Purple stuff that I've heard before.
Oh, and there's some keyboard stuff in some of their music that really gives you that essence too of some Deep Purple, but they take it to a different level.
Totally.
One of the things I really love about Opeth is like that, that last line they did. Yes. But what they always shock me with is how long those lines are. They go the extra mile and they don't just repeat it.
Yes.
They give you way more of this line.
Right.
That it's like, okay, that was cool. Oh, wait, there's more.
They're not repeating it yet.
No, they're not. And there's so much of that just shocked me and just thrills me about Opeth. It's amazing the output of creativity that they have throughout their albums. I mean, I've listened to their very first album to their very last album, and it's really diverse. And there's some member changes and things like that, but it just gets better and better and better. Oh, so good.
Yeah, there's a high level of composition with these guys and the songwriting because. What struck me is that they have those metal elements in it, as a foundation, as a baseline, but then with the addition of the keys, it adds this other color to it. But there's also like this intricacy to it, but it's not so overt that it's like prog rock or something. It's like it adds more interest to it, but it's got some really good songwriting. That's a really nice song. That they composed here.
Definitely jazz elements to it as well, because you saw that one point where that drummer was literally doing a jazz beat. He was literally doing a jazz beat.
Yeah, that's borrowed, and that one lick is there's like one or two notes that are a little bit that are out of the key. That I notice when you're playing that lick, and little surprise notes I call them, where I'm like, oh
yeah. Michael does that vocally too. He'll do that, and that's another thing I really love. Is like that was an awesome note. That was an awesome note. That was so cool.
Exactly. Yeah. Where are these guys from? Do you know where they're from?
They're Swedish.
Oh, okay. Great bands coming out of Sweden, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have been around for decades, though. Two plus decades, literally. They have been around. Shocking that I had no idea anything about them, and I am just such a huge fan now. It's like I cannot believe how great they are. They have I can't remember the name of the band, the album. But anyways, they have an English version and a Swedish version vocally, lyrically, and they're both great. They're both so good. They're both so good.
It'd be fun to hear them sing in their native language with that heavy sound. that'd be cool to hear him do that.
Yeah, you get a lot of their fans too, because they've changed. They like some of their bands, some of their albums have a more jazzy feel to them. And some of them say, well, I kind of don't like Heritage that much because of this. I'm like, dude, I love that album. Are you kidding me? It was so good, or whatever the album might be. They got fans because their first few albums, it was solely Michael, Michael, I can't remember how you say it in the accent, but anyways, Michael, the lead singer, he also does harsh vocals. And for the first four albums, that's all it was.
Oh, kind of like a screaming, like it's the screamer type of like
vocal? Harsh vocals. No, I don't know if I'd say scream, but definitely harsh vocals. He has a definite style that's very, very good.
Oh yeah.
You didn't really get that element in that song.
Yeah, and this song was really, I mean, he was just has a beautiful
he has a
voice, man.
Yeah,
he's got a really his tone and his phrasing, it's just the way that he sings. That's a lead vocalist, man.
Yeah,
it's not a guitar player who can sing. It's a lead vocalist first, and then he plays guitar also.
He has the ability to some songs he has both harsh and clean vocals in, and he just turns it on and off. It's amazing.
Oh man,
that he can do that and not thrash his voice out for his clean, pristine, crystal clear vocals. But the music and the bass player, and the other guitar players, and the way the two guitars meld together, and a lot of their music is amazing. They do a lot of classical like acoustical breakdowns in their music sometimes, and you just all of a sudden this transition, you're swirled into this beautiful acoustic guitar or this beautiful piano thing, and then they'll bring you back into another amazing mode or scene in the song that's not even has anything to do with the beginning. You just you would have been just so happy with the song the way it was, and then they just take you along and they go, here, have 3 scoops of ice cream.
Exactly. I kind of felt that there was a classical quality when that breakdown with the keyboards came in. It was like I felt a little bit of like a classical influence that the guy had in that break. But it's so nice, when they are chunking so hard and you're getting all into that, and then it's just full stop, and then you get that section, and it's like water pouring over you on a hot day. It's just like, oh, it's so refreshing. Then they go back to the heavy stuff, but
they're so good at it.
You get a break from it enough to want it to come back. And then it's very satisfying, when it does come back. It's not just like, all the way through. So their lines are so true. I mean, it's like, the keyboard started this line and then the guitars came in. Yep. I loved that part because the sound of the electric guitar and the way the guitars, do their vibratos and their bends, which keyboards don't do that, guitars do that. So it adds that element on top of that line. So another characteristic comes in on that line that the keyboard introduced. And that came in, I was like, I got chills when I heard the guitars come in playing that line too. Brilliant. Yeah.
I love it. That's one of my favorite things, and I've talked about this on Opeth videos, is that one of my favorite musical things is it's like dual guitar leads and harmonies and things like that. But really, I love keyboard and guitar leads. Like going back to like Saga and bands like that, where you get a lot of that stuff. Well, they do a lot of that. They do a lot of that kind of stuff, and it's just really interesting music to me. And even with like the harsh vocals, I've never been like a guy that was really into that kind of thing.
Right.
Although my son, being 30, like 15 years ago, introduced me to a lot of this kind of stuff. And so I had some kind of introduction to it. And then over the last year, I've heard all these different bands, and I've really developed an appetite for the harsh vocals as well. Some bands only do harsh vocals, but still, you start hearing the subtleties and the qualities of their vocals. I mean,
totally.
Take Ginger, for example. You've done a Ginger video.
Yep.
Did she do harsh vocals in the one you did? Because she does harsh vocals too. And I love female harsh vocals, man.
Oh
they
my gosh.
are so cool.
Mind
and they can
blowing.
do some things that the guys can't do. Oh man, it's so good.
And the thing about Ginger is that, like this guy too, is that they know how to sing
Yeah.
To begin with. It's not
Right.
all about that harsh vocal.
No.
It's like that just adds another dimension to what they're already doing. It takes it to another level.
Yeah.
I think her name is Tatiana in Ginger.
Yes. Yeah.
Her vocals, man, I love her singing so much. The way that she does these blues notes and stuff in it, and the tone of her voice, and then she like bombards you with this harsh vocal, and you're like,
so awesome. First video I saw them, I was just like, what? Are you kidding me? It's so good.
I can't wait to do more from them.
Yeah,
they're on my list on a rotation here that I'm going to do more from them. But this is really cool because now you've introduced me to somebody that I would love to do on my channel also.
Oh man, it's a deep dive. It is a deep dive, and it literally has taken me all year to get through their albums, man. And I've been doing them like for a while. I was doing them really consistently. It still took me a year to get through it all,
Wow.
Not to overdo it, but still like, I was doing a lot of it.
Yeah,
totally. I was just into it, so into it. And now to check out some of the live stuff and to know that they've got all these brand new live videos out there from this year is really cool too. So, but some of the drumming on some of these songs and some of the bass playing and the guitar is just, I couldn't even begin. Like, this isn't even a good example of Opeth. Although it's
not the definitive song.
It's just not. You just can't make your decision off of this song. It's like, that was cool, but no, it's they're just amazing and
a lot more to explore.
Totally. And so many subtle changes they do from album to album. But anyway, it's awesome. It's always fun. I'm glad I was able to show you something that you weren't that familiar with, and something that I just get a kick out of.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Now I know a little bit about who they are, and it'll be fun to kind of do a deep dive on these guys.
Oh, you got to.
Awesome.
I think you'll be blown away. I think you being a guitar player and a musician, having a drumming experience and keyboards, your mind's gonna explode.
Can't wait.
Your mind's gonna explode.
That's awesome.
So good. I'm just, every album I'm floored. Every song I'm just like, what? Hardly there's like, I couldn't even say that there was one song that I didn't like. I'm like, that was not good. It's like, no, that is not the case. It's like, wow,
those songs never made it to the album. Those songs,
I don't think they exist.
If they ever wrote anything like that, they probably never made it to the album. It's only the best.
And there's some collaboration between Michael and Steve Wilson from Porcupine Tree.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, no, they do some what was the name of that band? Storm something. Can't remember, but they do a collaboration. Plus, he has produced at least one of their albums.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. And so Steven's been somewhat of an influence on Michael, and I think vice versa. So that's kind of an interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, and
that's a cool collaboration. I mean,
yeah,
that guy's done a lot of incredible stuff. Steve Wilson's that guy's amazing. So that's fun. That's cool that he worked with them.
Yeah. I think they go way back. I think they go way back. Yeah.
Wow.
So anyways, I guess we'll leave it here, I guess. So thank you guys for joining me. Jeff, thank you so much for being part of the channel. And just a reminder, if you want to see the song that Jeff recommended, we did it on his channel, and I'll leave the link down in the description. I encourage you to go check out his channel because he's great. He's got like there's a little bit of crossover, but not very much at all. He's got a whole unique perspective on music and the styles that come to him and the people that view his channel and